Hello, I am Dr. Pradyumna Vaidya, Organizing Secretary of DERMACON 2020. With me is our Organizing Chairperson, Dr. Narendra Patwardhan.
Hello.
Organizing Co-Chair, Dr. Dhananjay Damle.
Hello.
Our Treasurer, Dr. Amit Kelkar. Today is the last day of DERMACON. Hope you all have enjoyed DERMACON 2020. Hope you had a great time. Sir, how was your experience?
This was the memorable DERMACON, though I was from the host side. We had excellent arrangements, we had excellent food, we had excellent cultural program, and we had a great academic sessions. What is more important is we had near about 5,000 delegates.
Great.
We had near about 2,000 co-delegates.
Wow.
And including the industry front, we had about 8,000 people on this.
So I can proudly say this was the most attended DERMACON ever. What you said, Damle sir?
I totally agree with you, Dr. Pradyumna. The scientific feast, it was there to be seen. As we see that the scientific sessions were planned very, very meticulously, well in advance, and everyone who attended were all praises for it. If you see other DERMACONs, we see that the halls most of the times don't get full. But here, it was from day one to day last, that is today, the halls were full by more than 80%. That's the success of this DERMACON.
And how many national faculties, international faculties were there?
There were more than 600 faculties, more than 30 international faculties. I would like to add that the international faculties, those who attend conferences abroad, or some of us who go abroad and attend those conferences, they know that discipline is a part of those conferences. They go time to time or minute to minute. This was exactly replicated in at DERMACON 2020 Pune, and even the overseas faculty were very, very happy, and they have communicated the same to the team DERMACON Pune.
And this time, this was the first time when we shut off the presentation if somebody is exceeding the time?
Exactly. If we are going to do this, it will be a trendsetter, and I think all DERMACONs should try to emulate Pune, because that is how people are going to take knowledge back in a stipulated or limited time period.
Amit,
Yes.
you were handling all the finance part, so it was a very Herculean task, and I think you did an excellent job. But along with that, you also handled all the cultural evenings, the Derm Fest. So what idea we discussed and how you tried to execute that?
What had happened, if you see, there are almost close to 2,000 registrations for the accompanying persons. Well, the spouse, the delegate goes inside the hall, attends the conference. So what should the spouse do? So for them, we have taken good care of them. The first time we had introduced a concept called as Derm Fest. It's like a festival for dermatologists also, where we had an amazing plethora of activities. You had children's games, we had dance workshops, we had the drum circle, and it was absolutely, we had kept the accompanying persons busy over there.
And what about the cultural evenings?
Yes, cultural evenings, it was a fantastic thing. So we had a plethora of activities, like we showed them the different, the heritage of Maharashtra. So we showed them what is the Lavani, we showed them what are the different types of drums which were played earlier in there. And plus from our own Maharashtra, we had two great artists in Sudesh Bhosle and Shalmali Kolgade. They really enthralled the crowd. And I hope you also caught a glimpse of that cultural parade.
Yes.
Yeah, so
And
it
one more interesting, the surprise part of the flash mob. And how
Oh
it went.
yes, I think the flash mob must have happened for the first time in a DERMACON. Well, it was an idea which was thought about, and it was very nicely implemented. Now we had participants coming in from Delhi, from Chandigarh, from Chennai, and coordinating with them for a flash mob was really interesting.
And Patwardhan sir, what was the feedback from the delegates?
The most of the feedback was absolutely excellent. They had never experienced a cozy atmosphere. They had never experienced the discipline in the DERMACON. That is because we used to start on time, we finish on time, so that even if someone wants to attend a program at 3 o'clock, he would be there at 3 and attend the program. It was never got delayed. But I feel, along with the academic, the jewel in the crown was our opening ceremony. The opening ceremony, our chief guest was Dr. Deepa Malik, and the motivational talk she gave literally inspired so many delegates, and the guest of honor was Madhuri Kanetkar. Her personality, her speech again motivated many delegates. So opening ceremony was again a very good
Yes,
one.
and Damle sir, how about beyond dermatology talks? Dr. Hiremat and Mr. Arunachalam?
I think they should be part of each DERMACONs, because these are the people who have achieved so much in their life. But we try to emulate it, but in a busy practice we get stuck up with the routine juggernaut. it's better that we have more such keynote addresses in future DERMACONs as well from many other people. We need not look at the person's education, but we see the motive behind that person, what he's trying to give us. So best part, I would certainly agree that the keynote was a grand success.
And post lunch, the hall was almost full. Not
Actually-
almost, it was full.
Actually, normally in DERMACONs, the lunch timings, they spill over half an hour more. But here we had cut down on the timing. Despite that, 15 minutes before the keynote addresses began, the audience was already there.
And what about the pharma participation?
Yeah, the farmers, they actually participated in a big way. As Pradyumna had already mentioned, we had close to almost 80-90 farmers participating. So it was a great. And the one more good thing which I would like to mention, we had got segregated areas. So we had one area for education, one area for the entire trade, one area for the academics. So it was like this segregation was done, and we didn't have to go and find some hall. There is hall scene and some nook and corner. So I think it was nicely arranged.
And what about the food? Because as our seniors always say, people come for the scientific, the academics, then the hospitality and the administrative part.
Yes,
so we
yes.
talked about a lot of academics, but the food part, how was it?
The food part was really good. We had a nice vendor in Jose, Farooq Khambata, so he's from Mumbai, and we saw to it that along with the routine cuisine, we had some Maharashtrian element in it also.
Exactly.
So we actually gave people Shrikhand Puri, then we gave them Walachi Usad, we gave them Barle Wangachi Bhaji, so which are the delicacies of Maharashtra. So we just enjoyed that also.
To capitulate everything, let me summarize this conference that it was a academic feast, it was a disciplined academic feast, it was topped up by the evening cultural programs, it was along with the Derma Fest, and we looked after all the delegates, co-delegates and everyone under one roof. The delegates never had to go anywhere. Once they come here in the morning,
Yes.
they can go back with all their cultural program, the food at night. In other conferences, the food is at one place, the academics is at one place, but the evening programs are somewhere away. So people get tired of traveling and usually they do not attend. We tried to overcome that, and I think that was a big success.
Even we added, I think, personal touches
Yes,
to the delegates.
yes.
Wherever they came across to us and said that something is missing or something is not done, it was done immediately, of course with the help of event manager people. So it was done very promptly. So they had no other chance to tell us that something has gone wrong.
So
and
there was
we
a
did it with the
cohesive
bottom
face.
of our heart. I mean, they'll say what you can say. That
Yes.
was the motto, and that's what we worked for.
And we are getting very good positive feedbacks. Like
Very,
there
very
was a
good.
teamwork, a
Teamwork,
cohesive work
teamwork.
which had happened from Team Pune.
Right.
So in the end, whatever is the typical Puneri party which we say Pune Tithe Kai Une. So I think we tried to showcase that in our DERMACON.
And I think we have been successful.
Yes, and I thank Derma TV and their team for introducing this idea, this is introduced for the first time in DERMACON, which covered the leprosy day on 30th of Jan with the help of the IIDVL executives, the experts in leprosy and the reporters who were more than 30. So a great idea of DERMACON TV, and we are really thankful to the DERMACON TV people.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.